Well, if you are a parent, the most important thing to you is your family's safety. And likewise, if you own a business, you want to protect it. With technology like internet-connected surveillance systems, it's pretty easy to keep tabs on both.
Yeah, but what if it's not just your eyes on the merchandise or even your home? Tonight, ABC 57's Kaylee Bourgeois investigates a website that could be unlocking the lens of your security camera for the entire world to see.
That's right, Brian and Colleen. It's a scary thought. You lay your newborn down and you think you're the only one watching her sleep. From babies' rooms and daycares to construction sites and even jewelry stores, unlocked lenses across the world and right here in Michiana are an open door to your Internet of Things. An open door that I can show you how to quickly close with one simple piece of advice.
We're watching people's front porches, we're watching their driveways, we're watching daycares, we're watching cribs where kids sleep. Nobody thinks it can happen to me.
But it is. From one of Michiana's most well-known landmarks to one of its most secure areas.
It's amazing to think with the Internet of Things, the ability for people to lose their privacy.
Eric Tomaszewski is the gatekeeper to your Internet of Things. He's a cybercrimes expert with the St. Joseph County Prosecutor's Office. Basically, if something happens on Michiana's internet and it's not supposed to be, he tries to stop it.
What are your kind of thoughts on this?
I mean, these webcam sites that compile all these insecure places, they're basically the privacy potholes on the information superhighway. And people don't understand as they try and make their lives more convenient how much they're giving up into their world.
People like your neighbors. Do you know where their cameras point? This neighborhood in St. Joe, Michigan is probably one of the safest in our area, thanks to the Coast Guard station at the end of the street.
We always take a position that we could potentially be being watched 24 hours a day. And so we act accordingly and we take appropriate security measures.
But even Senior Chief Wesley Haslam was surprised when ABC 57 told him that a neighbor's security camera was pointed right at their base for the world to see.
Well, I wasn't aware of it, so it was definitely it was something I was made aware of. It was a surprise in that regard.
A surveillance device installed in the neighbor's home to keep watch on their property. But the camera was never given a password and eventually showed up on this website, allowing anyone to take a look at one of Michiana's military facilities. It's not quite a national security situation.
But it wasn't something that we felt was an immediate security threat.
But there was enough concern to reach out to the neighbors anyway.
Because this is something that affects their security.
And yours.
Peeping Toms have been doing this for thousands of years.
In 2016, people aren't spying on you from windows anymore. They don't even have to get up from their desks. Hundreds, even thousands of digital windows are left wide open for anyone, including criminals, to peer into.
Not only can you get an inside look at security cameras from all over the world, but you can also control the camera from your own device.
It's a fabulous way to use cyberspace to case your next heist.
Here's a bird's eye view of a convenience store counter. You can see where they keep the cash and
you can see where they put the most valuable items. You can see when they're coming and when they're going. And that's the problem.
And if you protected your camera, for instance, with a password, that would keep you from getting on sites like this?
Yeah.
That simple?
An ounce of prevention is a pound of cure when it comes to password security. This is basically the cyber equivalent of turning your porch light on at night. The people who want to peer in your webcams are going to go to the ones that are unsecured, that are easy to get into.
So while the solution is simple, change your settings and think of a password, the law is more complicated.
Is this website hacking?
Hacking's a tough word, because this doesn't take any skill to be able to view these images.
It's the carpool lane on the information superhighway. You aren't supposed to use it, but if you do, you'll probably get away with it.
At the end of the day, this is exposed to anybody with Google.
And that's why the Coast Guard helped their neighbors lock this lens up.
We act accordingly and we take appropriate security measures. That's not necessarily something the public does, and hopefully they learn from this story to be a little more careful.
So let's say, like me, you're not a computer expert by any means. Where can you learn how to lock down your devices?
Google. Type in the model of your camera and ask Google, who else can see it? And then you'll find out what you have to do. They'll walk you through it step by step. For every person that wants to hurt you, there's 100 helping hands on the internet that'll give you the answer to lock it down.
For you on ABC57.com. We're going to post links to articles and blogs that will help you password protect your security camera. Reporting live in the studio, Kaylee Bourgeois, ABC 57 News.